I got a lot to say about this story. I'm going to keep it really, really brief, but the amount of violence that goes on in Chicago is just flat out unbelievable. But even more so when it's family member related, I think it's even worse. But when it's father and son related, what's the excuse? I got a lot to say about Chicago. I'm going to keep this really brief. We're not even going to show any news videos. I'm going to just give my quick thoughts and opinions on this story. But let me give you a disclaimer. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. And I want to show you guys something that I thought was really important. And again, this was a father and son related situation. But let me show you something that really caught my attention. And I was just like, we talk about bad hair days and bad hairdos. And this man is 33 years old. This man is 7 years younger than me, at least. And bruh, at this point, why have braids? Like, why does he have a whole head full of hair except like men value the top portion of their hair, like in this top portion. You can go bald in other places, but once it start to go bald up here, you got to let the rest of it go, man, or put some of that spray in the middle of it, some black ink, some markers, some tie-dye, something in the middle of your head, man. But I think that he's let all the sense that he had, all of his fatherly instinct just went away with that big ass bald spot in the middle of his head right there. So let me just tell you, you look absolutely ridiculous. You look stupid. That is ugly. Cut that crap off your head, sir, okay? Go bald like the rest of normal men do, all right? Go bald gracefully. But nonetheless, he's going to have to do it in prison. I want y'all to hear about this other crazy story coming out of Chicago. Of course, Chicago has some of the dumbest stories known to human history, especially when it comes to black on black crime. This story coming out of yahoo.com. Thank you for the article. An Austin man has been charged with fatally shooting his own teenage son inside his home on the west side last weekend. Do y'all want to know what he shot his son over? I want y'all to take a wild guess. What they were fighting over in Chicago. What do y'all think they were fighting over? Type it in the chat. If you're not sure, take a wild guess. But you will never guess how stupid. Some spray paint. Spray something in the middle of your head, man. Damn. Gotta have some, what do they call that stuff? Some Beijing? Put some Beijing in the middle of his head or something. You got somebody to braid it up. Should have had somebody to patch that crap up in the middle of your head. You look fucking stupid, sir. I'm gonna have to bleep that out. Leon Taylor, allegedly 33 years old, while he's got the hairline of a man of 53 years old, was charged late Monday with one count of first-degree murder in connection with the death of his own son by the name of 16-year-old Leonte Taylor. So Leon and Leonte. Leon Taylor was ordered to be held without bond during his first court appearance on Tuesday, which I think is the best thing. Prosecutors and police alleged that the father and son were in a physical altercation in Leon's apartment in the 100 block of North Parkside Avenue shortly after 8:30 p.m. Saturday, authorities said. Taylor's CPD arrest photo appeared to show several locks of his hair were ripped out. So he did have hair there. Let me read that again. This booking photo shows that his hair was ripped out, and that actually is what it looks like. Because I was thinking, like, that looks odd, because it looked like there was hair there, but apparently there was. It was just ripped out. I hate for somebody to rip my beard off, but anyway, bet that hurt. During Taylor's initial court appearance, Assistant Cook County State's attorney Sarah Dale Schmidt said Taylor and his son's mother got into a heated argument on the phone. Soon after, Taylor and his son also started yelling at each other, and things got physical. Physical. They really got physical. Other family members in the apartment were able to separate the father and son, but Taylor barged into his son's room and shot him 8 times. But Black Lives Matter, huh? Do they really? In Chicago, not so sure. Taylor then left the apartment before one of the other family members called 911. CPD officers were able, and I'm pretty sure if they called 911, they're going to find a way to blame it on the police, some type of way. CPD officers were able to contact Taylor by way of phone and arrange for him to turn himself in at the department's Austin District Station, according to his arrest report. Leon Taylor was one of 3 teen boys shot and killed in Chicago last weekend. One of 3. 3 last weekend. Guess Black lives really don't matter. Earlier this month, the Tribune reported that while the killing, and I'm just basing this off of how they treat each other. The Tribune reported that while the killings have decreased citywide this year, the number of youth homicide victims has risen each year since 2019. CPD reported 562 killings between January 1st and November 19th, according to the department records. Of those, less than 10% were deemed domestic related. Through mid-November, it says gun violence, but I'm going to say thugs with gun violence in the Austin District, bounded by Division Street, Roosevelt Road, Cicero Avenue, and Austin Boulevard, have remained flat. As of November 19th, the district has recorded 32 killings, 2 more than in 2022, and 116 total shootings. They got into an argument over food. So for those who guess food, that is the correct answer. Ding, ding, ding. And now you got his son dead. He's going to go to jail bald-headed with braids in his head, missing a big nasty patch in the middle of his head, and he's going to end up doing life in prison. What a stupid story. What they get into it over nothing. But again, this is our own people. They meet their own demise by people who look just like them. Stupid. R.I.P. to that young man. But living in Chicago, he was doomed anyway, to be real with you. I'm just being real. The likelihood of him surviving and making it into his adulthood and having kids in Chicago is just not likely because of the amount of foolishness that goes on with people that look just like him. Thank you guys for listening to this story. Leave a comment in the comment section. I'm pretty sure some of y'all have some thoughts and opinions about this. My heart to yours. I love y'all, AFC. Gotta pray for better, man. Thank you guys so much for listening.